Hey folks, we are Thursday, 6th of October 2022, and these buyers on equities are getting a smackdown on new highs for the week put in overnight in the Asia session. Oil, very similar situation, coming back to kind of the top of this range area that we've been interested for some time now, and it's just very tricky trading on oil, given there are so many catalysts here to kind of try and keep oil high. However, bit of buy the rumor, sell the fact going on yesterday. The very second Amina Barker tweeted that it was a 2 million build, oil came pulling back then about a little over an hour. So we're going to be getting initial jobless claims out of the US today. And as you can see here, oil just having a really hard time. But we have this kind of bull flag breakout and a pullback right in here, which seems to have done the trick to the flag. So is this it? Can we lift from this area? I mean, it's a pretty poor time of day to be trading on oil. But nevertheless, this is a nice technical structure here. So equities, you'll see now, we'll just swap the DAX for the NASDAQ as we're looking at this pre-US session. And as you can see here, equities just really finding it hard, like on the SPOOs. The DAX has already been working down under being following a bund down this morning, and now the bund is kind of started to shift back to look towards the kind of opening prices. But as you can see here, SPOOs very heavy. We breached this 37.59s area yesterday on this pullback. Everyone was kind of loving those prices and bid up into new highs on the session there yesterday, but or new highs, yeah, on that session. But it was all a bit of a dream now. It's kind of getting taken back, and it's looking like 37.59's target to the downside to see if we can pick up some buyers. But for me personally, I think all this talk of the Fed being influenced to pivot now on this weak ISM data that we got, and I think I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I mean, we've been long these markets. Over the last couple of days, we've made money on the short side and the long side, but this whole we're never gonna see these lows for a long time, or that's the lows for the year put in. I don't buy it. And 64% of respondents on CNBC yesterday also saying that's not the lows for the year. So look, keep an eye out for the 37.59s, how we trade around there. It was a nice little target yesterday. I think these markets are a wee bit tricky right now. Buyers into 38.29s. I think we could have a hot run above here. But as I was saying this morning to the guys in Discord, if we look at the weekly here, right, you can see. Actually, I'll just get rid of this whole area here. I was trying to illustrate a point, but a lot of excess into the lows on these weeks here below the 38.29s. Let me zoom that right in here for you and make it super obvious, right? A lot of these excess below and closing above the 38.29. So should we come up here, I think we could have a hot flush above. And if we then close the week below after NFP tomorrow, I think we're in for back down we go. And it was all a dream in terms of buying the dip. So that's kind of what I'm talking about on equities. NASDAQ, lovely little touch down there into the 11,397s yesterday and getting a turn there. But look, the markets were terrible yesterday, and that turn not really coming in until about 4 o'clock when we were kind of closing up shop here. All right, that trade on cable yesterday, lovely stuff here. Shorts off of the gap low, down into this target here, which has been on my charts for weeks, the 12.58. So once we went soft up here, selling down to this area was really the target for that hit at about 4 o'clock there, and then turning back up. And who knows which way we're going to go now. I suspect we may. I mean, I think it's a really bad story for cable if we actually need to find supports on the 12.58s again. I don't think it's going to hold, and if that's the case. I think another tap on the gap low should be in order. But look, I think Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley, it was Nomura looking for parity with the dollar by November, and we're nearly there. So both on time and price. So, yeah, all right. Look, I won't drag on. That is it for me for today's pre-US session. We have NFP tomorrow. We've got initial jobless today at 1:30. So, yeah, keep your powder dry. But obviously, we love oil for the upside here. Actually, I don't think these sellers are coming in, but let's see if we can get that. All right. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye bye.